All right, what's up, guys? It is July 7th, Thursday. Um, Another trading day in the books, so let's go through everything. Um, Small caps going up forever. So let's see what the plan was from last night for today was small cap breakout, and booyah, did it ever. Um, then Devon and Devon Energy to get out of this and go long oil. I got out of this. Didn't go long oil, but anyways, we'll go through. So Devon started that position $47.86. Sold it this morning, I think, at like the dead low. Pretty close. $45.09. 90 cents, I mean. $45.90. That's a 4% loss. Oil still looks very good. This position right here is not dead by any means, but for my trading style, it is. Below the 200-day moving average, below a downtrending 50-day moving average. Now, this could certainly still work out, right? But there's so many better looking ideas and, positions that are currently working. So typically what I do is I trim my losers and add to the ones that are working. Anyways, let's look at oil. Yeah, this looks good. I may wait and see how this kind of plays out with the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. I would really like to see these start moving up. Just because there's a greater likelihood of strange price action happening until you're in a clear uptrend. You know what I mean? So, and the other thing is too is where are you wrong on this? Where do you get out? Below 82? But then it's certainly not dead, and that could be a great place to start as well. So, I think I'll kind of be patient with this one. Okay, so let's go through the positions that we're in. Goldman Sachs, $459.13. Is that right? Yep, that is right. Started right here. And it's there. Working good. I still think this chart looks great. From an eye test, let's go back to the daily. From the eye test, this does look pretty stretched. But in terms of any sort of extreme levels, it's not at it. And if you go to the weekly here, this looks much better, right? Doesn't look as crazy. Let's see the monthly. Yeah, let's look at the volume here the last couple days. Good volume. So, cool. Still in it. Whatever. Moving on. Robinhood. Robinhood. Ugh. Really, really wanted to get out of this one today. But I kept telling you guys I'm not going to get out of this until it closes below 22. So that's why I didn't today, you know. But just this nasty reversal here, and Bitcoin's not been working, and this it's just not been able to get going at all. This is every single time it's tried to get going, it has been sold off. So, whoa, that's never a good sign, right? In the last 2 days, bad. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. Geez, what the heck has been happening after hours here? Yikes. Uh-oh. So yeah, you know, if Bitcoin, like I've been saying, if this continues to roll over, yeah, this is not and has not been a bullish chart at all. And I personally, I don't think that the Bitcoin bull market is over. I personally don't think that. But just because I think something doesn't mean I'm going to change my trading style to accommodate my opinion, because in financial markets, my opinion means nothing, you know? It's like literally nothing. So, so yeah, you know, I'm not Larry Fink over here. But anyways, this is a full-on topping pattern. Full on. So as long as I've been saying, as long as Bitcoin continues to roll over, I think Robinhood will not perform well, and it's certainly rolling over. I mean, okay, so why is this a topping pattern? One, it never broke out of resistance here. Two, it is below the 50. It's been below the 50-day moving average. It's downtrending. 21-day EMA is downtrending. This right here at 60,000, and this is a Bitcoin futures chart. So you know, spot Bitcoin prices are going to be different. But anyways, patterns are still going to look the same. Moving averages will be different though. Where's it going with this? Oh, so 60,000 on here. It's clearly support. You were supported here and here very strongly. It broke below 60,000, which turned out to be a false breakdown, right? Or bear trap. Bull trap, bear trap, bear trap. And shot back up. Same thing here, supported at 60,000, you know, right at, you know, I mean, it's never going to be exact, but essentially right here. Broke below 60,000 heavily. Comes back up, gets rejected off of 60,000 twice, and is now rolling over. Now, can anything happen? Yes. Could this go up substantially tomorrow? Of course. Just the probability is less, that's all. And trading is just a game of probabilities, that's it. So, moving back to Robinhood, and just kind of rambling here, I guess. Moving back to Robinhood, if this is acting weak in the morning, I will get out. I won't wait for this to close below 22. Anyways, so those are September 20th. Expiration is September 20th. So that's 71 days to expiration. $20 strike price. I got those for $4.08. It's currently at $3.70. $4.08. $3.70. Yep. All right. Robinhood. Oh shoot, we need to talk about Amazon too. We'll talk about that at the end. Trying my best not to forget. So L3 Harris, equity position in this. We have a full-size position in here. You know, started here, just kept adding for a couple days. $219.77 is where I started the position. It's here. $232 is my target price. Almost got there. I may close this one out. Anyways, that one's still working fine. I didn't really expect to get a lot out of this one anyways. But yeah, that one's working fine. Silver. Silver had a good strong day right at resistance and got rejected, just like I suspected it would, not surprised by that at all. Is this after hours? Yeah. Yep. Anyways, so that is September 20th, so 71 days to expiration. $27 strike price, so I'll go back over to silver ETF. $27 strike price. Adding to that for 2 days there. I should have yesterday. That was actually in the plan and I didn't. So that was on me. But anyways, $2.16. Those are currently at $2.57. So now moving over to financials. Good strong day here. Really, last couple days have been really strong. Really good volume today. It's cool. It's always a good sign. Volume's super important, Okay. September 20th strike, this expiration, so it's 71 days to expiration, $39 strike price. Those on average, so $3.30. Those are currently at $3.90. That was one I added yesterday. This still looks good. Let's look at some stuff here. Berkshire Hathaway. This is a good consolidation in this box. If this continues forward, there is a good chance that a stronger move higher can be supported. Why? Because of this big long base here. Let's look at Goldman. Oh, we already looked at Goldman Sachs. It's a great looking chart. Really like it. The weekly chart looks great as well. Yeah, all-time highs. This is another one too. Insanely long, 2-year base, as well as this massive consolidation period here. I missed all of this. Again, I don't really watch individual stocks all that much, really. But anyways, yeah, this looks great. Let's see, what else is in here? MasterCard's in that fund. This is a no-go for me. Visa's in that fund as well. This is also a no-go. It's certainly not dead, right? It could probably continue working, but that's a no-go for me. JP Morgan looks good. So yeah, XLF working good, looks good, kind of right up here into resistance. I could see, a pullback here. But today was good, nice volume. So I think that does it for current. Oh, Amazon. Okay, so I sold out of Amazon today. At 7:38. Right here. Why? Well, One, the calls that I was in were like 30 days to expiration, $200 strike price. I'd initiated this trade few days back, I think like literally right here. Like at this, like the very top here. So, and I had said on this video, I think I forced that trade after I placed it. That same night I was looking at it like, ugh. But, I wanted to give it some time to work out. And I did. I gave it plenty of time for that particular strategy. Okay. If, in terms of an equity position, this still looks completely fine. This could absolutely turn around and rocket higher tomorrow or the next day, right, or next week or something like that. But just with time decay in those contracts, I wasn't really willing to take it down much further. And yesterday I thought, wow, this is really bad. Price action. But then this morning was way worse, and then especially pre-market, I thought, all right, cool. This is finally going to be the day where the breakouts continues. And it got booted real hard. So then I told myself, all right, next time it moves up, I'm getting out. And that's what I did. I started that position at $10.35, sold it at $7.55. That's a 27% loss. And that's really as much as I was really willing to risk anyways. I didn't really want to risk much more than that. And again, this still looks totally fine. It's just that particular option strategy. I wasn't looking to be in this one for a long time anyways, if that had worked. That's why it was like 35 days to expiration, something like that. And I do understand for a lot of people that could be considered long dated, but the reality of it is, so the reality of options pricing is within 60 days, the last 60 days is when time decay starts picking up, and then 30 days is when it really starts picking up. I know a lot of people talk about this is going to be a swing trade, so they're like 10 days out, right? To me that is not a swing trade, and you got to be willing to risk like 80% loss or 100% in a lot of cases. And I'm just not. That's just not how I'm wired. I don't trade that way. So, anyways, long-winded answer as to why I got out of there. Wasn't really looking to accept anything worse than that. So, but again, this still looks totally fine. You could see it going down to 190. You could see it going down to the 50-day moving average, and it's still totally fine. So that was it for all the positions, huh? That was it for all the positions. All right, let's go over to futures. I didn't do too much today. You had NASDAQ and S&P selling off pretty hard. A lot harder than I expected. I didn't expect this. Well, I'm not surprised that today was a down day. I wasn't long any NASDAQ position. I realized, yes, Amazon, but not the index. I had gotten out of the index like a couple days back. Probably that day. Yeah. That's probably when I placed the Amazon trade. So I was like, oh, I don't want to miss out. If NASDAQ keeps going up, let's look for something. You know what I mean? So that was just a mistake from the beginning. Anyways, so this sold off pretty hard today. So did S&P 500. Although the equal weighted S&P 500 did not. So that's great to see. That's awesome. if this can get in gear, that's really going to help support this bull market. So that would be cool. Same thing with Russell 2000, you know. Which I had missed all this morning, right? I mean, this all happened at 5 a.m. my time. So, and yes, I realized this was a CPI report that came out, and you know, in the past I would have been up for it. Nowadays, I just don't really. I just don't care as much about that sort of stuff. You know, I can't control any of that stuff. I just don't, you know, really care. So a lot of times I'll forget about that stuff. And, you know, in earnings too, right? You know, I forget about that. There's some earnings that I just love listening to, like Tesla. I'm also excited to listen to Goldman Sachs earnings, right? So there's some, but anyways, so let's see. Let's go over to Dow Jones. So that's the first one that I did. Yeah, it was like right here. It's 7:30. Yep, so right here. 7:30. At 74. 74. Sold 85. 11 ticks. That's $55 a contract. I placed this trade because this whole area right here was acting as support, and sold at 85 because that was a good conservative place to get out, and this previous candlestick, that's when that got sold. And with the CPI report that just came out, and with NASDAQ selling off and things pretty volatile, you know, I was totally fine with that. That's exactly what I wanted to do, and it worked out. It just worked out really quick. That happened very quickly. 731, and then the last one, yeah, I only did 2 today, I guess. Yeah, just 2. Kind of preoccupied with other things today. But like I said, I had missed all this 5 a.m. I missed this. I was, around this time right here, I was preoccupied with Devon and Amazon, right? And so Amazon was taking up all my attention. When it was selling off, I was watching that chart to wait for a bounce of when to get out. And so that was all right around this time. So by the time I got back over here, I was like, oh shoot, it's a huge run up. I probably missed out on the majority of the run. Although look at this after hours. That'd be so cool if small caps could get going. I haven't seen some hilarious memes about it. 9:31. I started this. 9:31. So where is that? 9:50, 9:30. Right here. You look at that. 9:30. 21:34.70. So like right here. Sold 21:35.4. So almost a whole point. That particular one was $35 per contract. Again, I just didn't think this was going to continue to run up very much, and it didn't. You know, in here, yeah, sure, but at that point, the risk to reward would have been all skewed anyways. Staying in there. So that was my plan. Traded the plan. That was it. That's all I did for futures. All right, let's move on to everybody's favorite time, capitulation and elation. So maybe Amazon, but I don't think this really qualifies for capitulation. Wow. Look at all that buying at the close. Nvidia maybe could. Look at this, 5.5% in a single day. Wow, that's still selling off. Again, I don't really care about after hours. But, jeez. I wonder if Nancy Pelosi's out of her position. Man, if she's still in it, I wonder what kind of swing that was for her in her account. A couple million, maybe. Oh yeah, but this is what I think qualifies Tesla for capitulation. Minus 8.5%. Oh man, you gotta love Tesla stock. I think who was it? Warren Buffett that said he would never short Tesla. Right? It's like a stock that he wanted to own, but like he would never short it. And I've felt that same way too. It's like what you can't. I mean, I'm sure clearly plenty of people have made money shorting this, right? Clearly, but I know lots of people that were short all in here. So that's a huge move, and a lot of this probably was short covering. But that I think most of this move was really due to hype around the robotaxi. And then today they come out and say the robotaxi is no more, or it's delayed or something. So, yeah. I don't know how much it's delayed or whatever. I have no clue. So that's that. Let's move over to Elation. So, look at this. This is crazy. Home builders up almost 6% today. You know, on huge volume. Wow. Awesome. Why, I don't know. I think there was some sort of data this morning, or maybe it was the CPI, you know, is showing that it's continually going down, so people are stoked for rate cuts. Like a rock. Now, it is important to keep in mind that since 1999, the last 3 times the Fed has done rate cuts after, you know, rates being at a certain point, markets have corrected substantially. I think I saw it was an average of 40%, although that does seem kind of hard to believe. But, you know, if you think about 99, right, 2000, and then you think about the Great Financial Crisis, and then COVID, right before COVID. Was that the 3 times? That sounds about right. You could see, I guess they, you know, that, I mean, stocks certainly fell a lot, but anyways, back to home builders. So, you know, this is the report that I saw. Home sale price hits all-time high. Blah, blah, blah. 4.5% basically year over year. Biggest increase in over 4 months. Wow. Price growth may slow. Some sell below list price. Yeah, that means certainly homes are selling below list price. Not where I'm at, but but I see reports of them selling below list price. Lots of price drops. And listings growth too. Yeah, that's true. Again, not where I'm at, but like Florida, for example, I know, and I'm sure other parts of the nation, right? It's usually location dependent with real estate. But also, too, I think as long as the house is listed at a good value, this is just from my experience and my local personal area, they're getting what they're asking for, and it goes quick. You know, there's one house I know that they listed it and had an open house one weekend. That same weekend, there were 6 offers, and it was all above asking, right? So, but I think a lot of this has to do with expectations of rate cuts coming down, as well as home prices are still going up, showing there is demand there, you know. So that's just my speculation on why this would happen. Really, nobody knows, right? You can have you have your opinion, but the only thing that you do know for sure as to why is a stock moving up is there's more money, there's more enthusiasm from buyers, there's more money chasing it. So, oh, on a side note, if anytime you hear, you know, there's more buyers than sellers, that's kind of a funny one as well too, because there's always an exact amount of buyers and sellers at any time something exchanges, right? It's the exact amount, right? There's somebody's buying it, somebody's selling it, right? So that's kind of a misnomer. There's more buyers than sellers. That's not true. What is true is the buyers had more enthusiasm than the sellers did. So, anyways, that's it. What's the plan for tomorrow? The plan for tomorrow is, reluctantly, I'm probably going to have to get out of Robinhood. Oh man, I had such high hopes for you, Robinhood. Bitcoin rolling over. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I might try and give this some leeway below 22, but if this is weak, I will get out. That's probably it. I would love to see a pullback in Dow Jones. Start another position. Let's see, Russell 2000. Man, still very strong after hours. Woohoo! It's a huge break on massive volume. You know, I don't think I would start a position here. And this could certainly continue much higher, and that's totally fine if it does. Let's look at the equal weighted indexes. Index, singular, S&P. This might be a dumb drawing. Yeah, this could totally work. It's crazy how like the equal weighted S&P is up so big, and yet this, oh, it's down so big. It's funny. It's because Nvidia and Tesla, right? You know, Microsoft, all Mag 7. So anyways, plan. We'll get out of Robinhood. I'll just chill in silver in the financial ETF. You know, if Dow Jones does sell off, I will probably start a position. And that's it. So anyways, see you guys.